Pluto, once known as the beloved ninth planet of our solar system. But in 2006, everything changed when it was stripped of its planetary status. Why did scientists demote it? And is there still hope for Pluto to regain its place? Today, we'll uncover the real story behind Pluto's controversial reclassification. In today's video, we're diving deep into the history and science behind Pluto's change in status. We'll discuss its discovery, what made it a planet for so many years, the new criteria introduced in 2006, and the ongoing debate over whether Pluto should be reinstated as a planet, so sit tight because this story is far from over. Our journey begins in 1930, when a young astronomer named Clyde Tombaugh, working at the Lowell Observatory in Arizona, made a groundbreaking discovery. He spotted a new celestial object orbiting the Sun, Pluto. The search for this mysterious planet actually started decades earlier, sparked by irregularities in the orbits of Uranus and Neptune. Some astronomers believed there was another massive body beyond Neptune affecting their paths. When Tombaugh finally found Pluto, it was hailed as the ninth planet, and it quickly became a beloved symbol of the solar system. Back then, the definition of a planet was much simpler. If it orbited the Sun and was large enough to be spherical due to its gravity, it was considered a planet. Pluto fit those criteria, even though it was much smaller than the other planets and had a more eccentric orbit. For more than 70 years, Pluto's status wasn't questioned, and it held a special place as the distant, icy frontier of our solar system. Pluto's acceptance as a planet came at a time when we had limited knowledge about the outer solar system. The region beyond Neptune was largely unexplored, and astronomers hadn't yet discovered many other distant objects that we now know occupy that space. Pluto's small size and peculiar orbit, tilted and elongated compared to other planets, didn't seem significant enough to challenge its planetary status. But as telescopes improved and our understanding of the cosmos expanded, we began to discover more icy bodies orbiting beyond Neptune. The discovery of the Kuiper Belt, a vast region filled with similar icy objects, suggested that Pluto might be just one of many, rather than a unique member of the solar system. This realization would eventually lead to questions about its status as a planet. Everything changed for Pluto in 2006 when the International Astronomical Union, IAU, introduced a new definition for what it means to be a planet. With the discovery of other large objects in the Kuiper Belt, such as Eris, which is nearly as big as Pluto, astronomers needed a clearer way to classify these bodies. The IAU set three criteria. A planet must orbit the Sun, be massive enough for gravity to shape it into a nearly round form, and have cleared its orbit of other debris. Pluto met the first two requirements but failed the third. Its orbit is crowded with other objects in the Kuiper Belt, meaning it doesn't dominate its region in space the way planets like Earth and Jupiter do. This inability to clear its orbital path led to its reclassification as a dwarf planet. The decision was controversial, and for many it felt like losing a familiar part of the solar system. Even today, many still remember learning about the 9 planets in school and see Pluto's demotion as a loss. Despite the IAU's decision, the debate over Pluto's planetary status didn't end. For many, the new definition seemed too strict and arbitrary. Critics argue that the requirement to clear its orbit excludes objects that share similar characteristics with planets. After all, Pluto has an atmosphere, 5 moons, and even exhibits weather patterns, traits that seem more planet-like than not. The debate gained new life in 2015 with NASA's New Horizons mission, which flew by Pluto and captured stunning images of its surface. The spacecraft revealed a world far more complex than previously thought, with towering mountains of water ice, vast plains of frozen nitrogen, and signs of potential geological activity. These discoveries suggested that Pluto is a dynamic place, with ongoing processes that make it more than just an inert, icy rock. This has led some astronomers to propose a broader definition of a planet that would once again include Pluto. They argue that cultural and historical significance should also play a role in defining celestial objects, and many people still feel a strong emotional attachment to Pluto as the little planet that could. The debate continues with no clear consensus in sight. Today, Pluto is classified as a dwarf planet, which means it meets some criteria for planethood but falls short of being a full-fledged planet. It belongs to a group that includes other dwarf planets, such as Eris, Haumea, and Makemake, which also reside in the Kuiper Belt. While they may be small compared to the 8 major planets, Dwarf planets like Pluto play a crucial role in our understanding of the solar system's formation and evolution. The New Horizons mission not only revealed Pluto's dynamic nature but also sparked renewed interest in studying other distant objects. These findings remind us that labels don't always capture the true nature of a place. Whether we call it a planet, a dwarf planet, or something else, Pluto remains a fascinating and active world that continues to push the boundaries of our knowledge. In summary, Pluto was reclassified because it didn't meet the new criteria for a planet established in 2006. But the debate continues and many still view it as the 9th planet. What do you think? Should Pluto be considered a planet again? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you're interested in learning more about dwarf planets or the Kuiper Belt, check out my other videos on the topic. See you next time.